Good morning, grade 5 mathletes. Welcome to our FB Live in Mathematics 5. I am Sir Kantay from Talandanan Elementary School, and I will be your online teacher for today. For your attendance, just type in your name of your school, grade and section, and the name of your subject teacher in order for you to recognize. In today's lesson, you should be able to find the percentage in a given problem. And the next one is to solve routine and non-routine problems involving percentage using appropriate strategies and tools. Okay, let's continue. Let's first recall of what we have discussed last week. Write the following percent in decimal form. Number 1 is 45%. What is 45% in decimal number? Okay, 45% can be written as 45 per hundreds. And in fraction form, we have 45 over 100. And it is 45 divided by 100 is 0.45. We are going to move the decimal point 2 places to the left. Therefore, 45% is equal to 0.45 or simply 45 hundredths. Next one. Number 2, what is 6% in decimal number? 6% can be written as 6 over 100. And if we divide 6 by 100, we have to move the decimal point 2 places to the left. Since 6 has only one digit, we need to add 1 0 before the digit 6. Therefore, 6% can be written as 0.06 or 6 hundredths. Next one, number 3. What is 12% in decimal form? 12% can be written as 12 over 100. And of course, if we divide 12 by 100, we need to move the decimal point 2 places to the left. Therefore, we have 12% is equal to 0.12 or 12 hundredths. How about the next one, number 4? What is 32% in decimal form? We can write 32% as 32 over 100. If we divide 32 by 100, we need to move the decimal point 2 places to the left. Therefore, 32% can be written as 0.32 or simply 32 hundredths. Next one, number 5. 7%. What is 7% in decimal number? 7% can be written as 7 over 100. And if we divide 7 by 100, we have to move the decimal point 2 places to the left. Again, 7 has only one digit. Therefore, we need to add 1 0 before the digit 7 in order to complete the 2 decimal places. Therefore, 7% is equal to 0.07 or 700. Next one, 150%. What is 150% in a decimal form? 150% can be written as 150 over 100. And if we divide 150 by 100, we have to move the decimal point 2 places to the left. Therefore, 150 divided by 100 is equal to 1.50 or 150% is equal to 1 and 50 hundredths. Okay, let's continue. Every quarter, assessment test is being conducted to pupils like you, grade 5 monthly. And to pass a 20-item test, a student must get at least 75% correct answer. Find the passing score in the test. Of course, in our T-chance triangle, we have the three elements of percentage, which is the base, the percentage, and of course, the rate, which is in terms of percent. In solving for the percentage, we need to multiply the base and the rate. Of course, we need to convert first the rate in a decimal number. How about the base? Base can be solved by using the formula, which is B is equal to P, or the percentage, divided by the rate. How about if the rate is missing? Rate is equal to percentage divided by the base, and of course, we need to multiply the answer by 100%. Okay, so applying the formula, we have P is equal to B times R. To pass a 20-item test, a student must get at least 75% correct answers. What should be the passing score in the test? Let's find out. Given R, the rate is 75%, B, or the base, is 20, and the missing element is the percentage, or P. Applying the formula and by using block model method, we have 25% is equal to 5, another 25% is equal to 5, 25% is also equal to 5, and another 25% is equal to 5. Since 25% is equal to 1/4, and 1/4 of 20 is 5. This represents 100% of the test, which is 20 items. And to find the 75%, this represents the three blocks, which is 5 plus 5 plus 5, which is equal to 15. Therefore, 75% of 20 item test is 15. Let's try another solution. By applying the formula, we have the given are 75%, B is equal to 20, and the missing element is P, or the percentage. Applying the formula for the percentage, we have to multiply B. We need to multiply the base and the rate, which is 20 and 75%. Of course, we need to convert first 75% to each decimal equivalent, which is 75% is equal to 0.75. And if we multiply 20 times 0.75, we have 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 2 is 10. And 7 times 0 is 0, 7 times 2 is 14, and regroup 1. So we have to add the partial product, which is bring down 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 1 plus 4 plus 0 is 5. 1 plus 0 is 1. In our factors, we have two decimal places. Therefore, we need to move the decimal point 2 places to the left, which is the decimal point is located between 5 and 0. Therefore, 75% of 20 is 15. So we have 15 is the passing score of 20 item test. Now, let's have to identify the three elements of the percentage, which is the base, the rate, and the percentage itself, based from the statement. The first one, we have 40 is 50% of 80, which is the base, which is the rate, and of course, which is the percentage. Based from the statement, 40 is what we call the percentage. 50% is the rate, and of course, 80 is the base. Let's have another example. We have 10% of 80 is 10% of 800 is 80. Therefore, we have there 10%, 880. 10% is the rate, 800 is the base, and of course, the last number 80 is the percentage. What do you notice about the rate? From the given examples, we have the rate is written with a percent sign. In number 1, we have 50%, and in number 2, we have 10%. How about the base? The base is usually followed by the word of. It is a number followed by the word of. We have in number 1 of 80. Therefore, in number 1, the base is 80. And in number 2, of 800. Therefore, in number 2, 800 is the base. And lastly, we have 40 in number 1 as the percentage. And in number 2, 80 is also the percentage. It is followed before or after the word is. Let's try another example. Number 3, 30% of 80 is 24. Based from the three elements, 30% is the rate. Of course, it is only the number with percent symbol. 80 is the base. And 24, of course, is the percentage. How about in number 4? 12 is 75% of 16. The three elements, we have 12 as the percentage, 75% is the rate, and of course, 16 is our base. It is followed by the word of. Next one, number 5. 230 is 100% of 230. This time, we have two equal numbers. 230, the first one is the percentage. 100% is the rate. And another 230 is the base. We have there equal number of percentage and the base because the rate is 100%. How about the last one? 45% of 80 is 36. 45%, it is only the number in number 6 that have percent symbol. Therefore, 45% is the rate, 80 is the base, and of course, 36 is the percentage. Let's continue. Let's define the three elements. Rate, it is represented by capital letter R. It is the number of 100 parts taken, which is given in terms of percent. It appears before the word of. And it is written with a percent sign. Of the three elements, rate is only the number with a percent symbol. How about the base? Base is represented by capital letter B. It refers to the whole. It appears after the word of. So the number after the word of represents the base. How about the last one, percentage? Percentage, represented by capital letter P, is a part of the base determined by the rate. It appears before or after the word is. Okay, so remember, Rate is a number with a percent sign. Base is written after the word of. And percentage appears before or after the word is. Let's continue. Let's solve problems involving percentage. Problem number 1. If Andrew answered 90% of a 40-item examination correctly, what is his score? Let's analyze. What is us in the problem? We have Andrew's score in an examination. What are the given facts? We have 40-item examination and 90% correct answer. What operation are we going to use? Of course, applying the formula, we have to use multiplication. First problem can be written as 90% of 40-item examination. Can also be written as 90% of 40 is blank. In this statement, 90% is the rate and 40 is the base. And the missing element is percentage. How do we solve for the percentage? Percentage is equal to base multiplied by the rate. So we have P is equal to B times R, wherein base is equal to 40 and the rate is 90%. So in order to find the percentage, we need to convert first 90% to a decimal number, which is 90% is equal to, of course, grade 5, 0.90. And if we multiply 40 times 0.90, we have 0 times 0 is 0, 0 times 4 is 0. 9 times 0 is 0, 9 times 4 is 36. 0 times 0 is 0, 0 times 4 is also 0. And if we add the partial product, we have, bring down 0. 0 plus 0 is 0, 6 plus 0 is 6, 3 plus 0 is 3. In our factors, we have 2 decimal places. Therefore, we need to move the decimal point 2 places to the left. Therefore, the decimal point is located between 6 and 0. Therefore, the percentage is 36. Underscore in the examination is 36. Okay, let's try another one. Problem number 2. 25% of 140 pupils in an auditorium are grade 5. How many are grade 5 pupils? Let's analyze. What is us? Of course, the number of grade 5 pupils. What are the given? We have 140 pupils and 25% of the pupils are grade 5. Of course, the operation we are going to use is multiplication. Let's solve. 25% of 140 pupils is blank. We can write this also as 25% of 140 is blank. 25% represents the rate, 140 is the base, and the missing element is the percentage. Applying the formula, we have P is equal to P times R, or base times rate, wherein base is equal to 140 and the rate is 25%. We need to change first 25% to a decimal number, which is 25% is equal to 0.25. If we multiply 140 times 0.25 by applying the formula for percentage, we have 140 times 0.25. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 4 is 20. Regroup 2. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2 is 7. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 1 is 2. 0 times 0 is 0, 0 times 4 is 0, 0 times 1 is also 0. By adding the partial product, we have bring down 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, 7 plus 8 plus 0 is 15, regroup 1, and 1 plus 2 plus 0 is 3. Since we have two decimal places in the factors, we need to move the decimal point 2 places to the left. Therefore, decimal point is located between 5 and 0. So, the percentage is equal to 35. Therefore, 35 pupils are grade 5 in an auditorium. Using block model approach or BMA, we have to represent 100% in 4 25% parts, which is equal to 100%. And 100% represents 140, a total number of pupils. 25% of 140 is equal to 35. Another 25% is equal to 35. Another 25% is equal to 35. And the last 25% is also 35. Since 25% represents grade 5, therefore, we have one part of the 4 equal parts which is equal to 35 pupils. Now, let's flex your brain in number 1. Let's answer each of the following problems. Number 1, you have 60 seconds to answer each problem. What is 40% of 210? Your 60-second timer starts now. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Let's check your answers, grade 5 math leads. What is 40% of 210? By applying the formula, we have P is equal to B times R, which is 210 times 40%. We need to convert first 40% to a decimal number, which is equal to 0.40. If we multiply 210 times 0.40, we have 210 times 0.4. So we can cancel out 1 0 in 0.40. So we have 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Since we have only one decimal place, we have 210 multiplied by 0.4. We need to move the decimal point one place to the left, which is between 4 and 0. Therefore, 210 times 0.4 is 84.0 or simply 84. Next one. Okay. Let's have another. What is 20% of 120? Another 60 seconds. And 60-second timer starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Times up. Okay. So what is 20% of 120 grade 5? Applying the formula, we have P is equal to B times R. P is equal to 120 times 20%. We need to convert first 20% to a decimal number, which is 120 times 0.20. We multiply 120 times 0.20, we can cancel out 1 0 in 0.20. Therefore, 120 times 0.2 is equal to 240. We have only one decimal place, and therefore, we need to move the decimal point one place to the left, which is located between 4 and 0. Therefore, 20% of 120 is 24.0 or simply 24. Okay, next one. Good job, grade 5 pupils. Next one we have 35% of 60 pupils are math lovers. How many of them are math lovers? 60 seconds. Second timer starts now. Okay, you need to convert first 35% to decimal number, which is 0.35. 20 seconds. Okay, 210 times up. Let's check your answers, grade 5. Applying the formula, we have P is equal to B times R. B is equal to 60 and R is 35%. If we convert 35% to a decimal number, we have 60 times 0.35. So we have to multiply 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 6 is 30, 3 times 0 is 0, 3 times 6 is 18. We add the partial product, we have bring down 0, another 0, 3 times 8 is 11, carry 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. In our factors, we have 2 decimal places, and therefore, we need to move the decimal point 2 places to the left. And the point is located between 1 and 0. Therefore, 60 times 0.35 is 21.00 or simply 21. So, 21 pupils are math lovers. Let's have another one. Okay, we have what is 200% of 80? Okay, so we have 60 seconds. And 60-second timer starts now. What is 200% to a decimal number? Last 20 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. Time's up. Okay, let's check your answers, grade 5. What is 200% of 80? Applying the formula, we have P is equal to B times R. P is 80 and the rate is 200%. What is 200% in decimal number? Of course, 200% is equal to 2.00 or simply 2. We multiply 60 or 80. If we multiply 80 times 2, we have 160. Therefore, 80% of ulit. Therefore, 200% of 80 is 160. Okay, let's try this problem. There are 50 students in a class. If 40% of them are girls, how many are boys? This time, we are going to find the number of boys instead of girls. And we have 60 seconds to answer this problem. And 60-second timer starts now. %40 represents the number of girls. So how many percent represents the number of boys? This problem, we are going to find the number of boys instead of the number of girls. Okay, so we have 20 seconds left. Five, four, three, two, one, times up. Okay, let's check your answers. Grade 5, what is the number of boys in a class? Applying the formula, we have P is equal to B times R, which is 50 times 40%. If we convert 40% to a decimal number, we have 50 times 0.40. What is the product? 50 times 0.40, we have 0 times 0 is 0, 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 4 is 0, 0 times 4 times 5 is 20. If we add the partial product, we have 2,000. But we need to move a decimal point 2 places to the left. Therefore, we have 40% of 50 is equal to 20. Is 20 the final answer, grade 5? No, of course. 20 represents the number of girls. But in our problem, we have to find out how many are boys. Therefore, to solve for the number of boys, we need to subtract 50, the total number of students, minus 20, which is the number of girls. Therefore, in a class, 30 are boys. Okay. There are 30 boys in a 50-student class. Next one. Let's do another exercise. This time we have 30 seconds to answer each problem. Number 1. What is 80% of 200? 30-second timer starts now. Ten seconds left. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, times up. So what is 80% of 200? 80% of 200 is 160. Did you get the correct answer, grade 5? Very good. Okay, next one. Number 2. What is 12% of 300? Another 30 seconds. And 30-second timer starts now. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, times up. Okay, so what is 12% of 300? Grade 5, of course, the answer is 36. 12% of 300 is 36. Very good. Okay, next one. Another 30 seconds. There are 40 marbles in a box. If 20% are red marbles, how many red marbles are there? 30-second timer starts now. Five, four, three, two, one. Time's up. Okay. So what is 20% of 40? 20% of 40, we have 20% is the rate, 40 is the base, and the missing element is the percentage, which is P is equal to 40 times 20%. We convert 20% to a decimal number, we have 40 times 0.2 or 0.20. Therefore, P is equal to 8.0 or simply 8. There are 8 red marbles in the box. Good job, grade 5. Next one, number 4. We have, in a class of 40 students, 75% of the students can sing and dance. How many students can sing and dance in a class? 30 seconds. 30-second timer starts now. Okay, time's up. What is 75% of 40? By applying the formula, we have 75% is the rate, 40 is the base, and of course, the missing element is the percentage. P is equal to 40 multiplied by 75%. And if we convert 75% to a decimal number, we have 40 times 0.75. And the product is 30.00. Therefore, 30 students in a class can sing and dance. Good job, grade 5. Next, we have Jarrell got 90% of a 50-item test in science. How many items did he answer incorrectly? Another 30 seconds. And your timer starts now. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, times up. What's your answer, grade 5? Of course, the answer is letter B. 5 incorrect. So therefore, Jarrell's score is 45. But since our question in our problem, we have how many items did he answer incorrectly, and therefore the answer is letter B. 5 incorrect answer. Well done, grade 5. Remember, rate is the number of 100 parts taken, which is given in terms of percent. It appears before the word of, and it is written with a percent sign. The base refers to the whole on which we operate, It appears after the word of. And lastly, we have the percentage represented by capital letter P. It is a part of the base determined by the rate. It appears before or after the word is. Now, to find the percentage of a number, multiply the base and the rate. And to solve the problems involving percentage, it is important to determine the base, rate, and of course, the percentage. Now it's time for our question and answer. We have question from Malinta Elementary School. How do we solve for the base in a problem? P, which is represented by the base, is equal to the percentage divided by the rate. Before we divide the rate, we need to first convert it into a decimal number. And of course, you need to divide P or the percentage by the equivalent rate of the percentage. Okay, that's all for today. Stay safe and healthy, grade 5. Thank you.